Thank you to our speakers who are joining me up here. We can take about 10 minutes of questions. It means we'll have a shortened coffee and tea break, if that's acceptable. I can see one hand straight away here. I'll take 3 questions at a time, and then we'll, amongst us, decide what to say, if anything. Yes? Thank you.
I'm Danny from Hong Kong, just a common citizen. But one thing I wonder is your emergency response plan involve any public participation or consultation, because we are affected. And what about the compensation in case we have affected by the problems? And I wonder the ability of the Hong Kong government to handle of this emergency. Suppose, do we have enough supply of drinking water at that moment, on food, and also the medical care, and as well as the personal protective equipment? Thank you.
Thank you. Second question here.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mark Clifford again. David, thanks very much for explaining the plan. You talked about the need to avoid panic, and yet most of your presentation really was about the technical aspects. And I think, as both Malcolm and Michael have pointed out, there has to be public trust in the overall institutional arrangements. And given the panic buying we saw of salt after Fukushima in Hong Kong, given some of the panic we saw around SARS, I'm wondering if you could talk more about how you're going to communicate to the public and build that sense of trust.
One in the back there, gentleman. Yep. Yes, yep.
Hello, I'm Prentice from Greenpeace. I get a really impression from all the speech saying that it seems to be the public quite irrational to not being trust the whole industry, which they fail to give us really timely and accurate information in 3 Mile Islands, Chernobyl, and even Fukushima. Please show us how can the public really trust this industry. And also for Hong Kong issue, I would like to draw back to the news that there are some contaminated fish in the Hong Kong territory found. And the fish are all sold out and the public just consume it. I just wonder what the Security Bureau have followed up on it and traced the origin of that radioactive nuclide. That is really the reality, showing that we are doing this loophole of the whole system is not really that working in the reality. So maybe I would like to know the response of the Security Bureau.
Thank you. So a question about public participation in the plans. One about preventing panic, and the general point from Greenpeace about how can you trust the industry. I don't know if either of you would like to comment on any of those.
Thank you for all these questions. I think these are valid questions to come from the members of public. On trust and on public information, I think that there's no doubt about the importance of trust. That's the kind of issue that this society has been facing in recent years. But in any case, there should be transparency. We disclose all the monitoring information on our website and through our press release that we have been doing since the Fukushima accident. You can get all the readings from the website of the Hong Kong Observatory. If we find something, we'll disclose it. In some food samples from Japan, we found that they have been contaminated, and we take immediate action to stop import of this contaminated food stuff from Japan. In one sample of fish that's just mentioned, there's the detection, just barely detectable quantity of radioactivity. And we disclose the information. We follow up. We take samples from the catch in that area around that time, and we cannot find any other samples that have been contaminated. We also ask our departments to follow up to see if they can trace the source. Of course, one has to be careful here. I may ask my experts here in the departments to help me. This source of radioactivity may not come from nuclear plants. It may come from medical sources, things like that. And on the point of public consultation, actually, I said all our contingency plans are on the website, and you can read it, you can digest it. If you have views, if you have comments, please tell us. We are all ears. We are doing our review, and we would like to listen to your views. On compensation, that might be a difficult question because the nuclear power plants are on the mainland, is subject to the mainland legal system. I cannot comment more on that. And capabilities of Hong Kong government. I can say that all departments are all geared up for any nuclear emergency that might affect Hong Kong. Because of the Fukushima accident, even if it's far away from Hong Kong, we ask our departments to review their capability, ensure that they are well prepared for any emergency that might affect Hong Kong. And we carry out appropriate measures in response to the accident. I think there's so much I can tell for now.